Oh! Bruh. What was that? Oh! No, it has to be done. Bruh. Oh! That was pretty good. That was close. Oh! No way, he got it.
I've always wanted to do this. This morning, I woke up and went to shower, but then realized my building's water was turned off. I was totally crushed, but then it hit me. It's raining outside. The plan, make a giant sign that says splash me, then grab my soap and Crocs and go outside for my free shower. Oh my God! This was totally working, and it's completely free. Yeah! I feel squeaky clean. Make me cry, win $100.
Once I was 2 and I came back from my dad's, and then like my pet fish died and they had to flush him down the toilet.
Bruh.
Your videos, like every time I watch them, they make my day. I'm subscribed.
You're subscribed? You're not gonna make me cry, but here's $20. Make me cry and win $100.
You're never gonna hit 20 million subscribers on YouTube.
You know, here, just take the money.
Bruh.
Dude, why does everybody say that? Have you ever wondered how much money it would cost to buy every single gumball in a gumball machine? Well, luckily, I have nothing better to do, so I'm gonna figure this out for everybody. Besides, how long could it take? I started in a great rhythm, quarter after quarter, making great progress. And before I knew it, I already had 20 gumballs. But after doing the same thing over and over, this became exhausting. I realized I was going to be here a while, but I wasn't going down. And after hours of hard work, I figured out it cost $189.50 for an entire gumball machine. I can't believe they didn't notice. My dad and I have been coming to this restaurant for as long as I can remember. And honestly, this place almost feels like home. But it's missing something. And that's when it hit us. All homes have family photos on the wall, but this one doesn't. So my dad and I paid a professional photographer $10,000 to take a beautiful photo of us. We then rushed to a photo printing lab and got the photo put on a beautiful canvas. We then went back to our usual spot, snuck in the photo, and did what we had to do. This place now really does feel like home. This is Prime, and this is Gatorade. Today we're gonna see which one of them will survive the highest drop. First we have 1 foot. No damage done to either drink. Now we have 5 feet. The Gatorade already has a pretty big dent, and the Prime looks a little beat up, but definitely in better shape. Time for 10 feet. Gatorade this time actually looks pretty good. There's still a big dent, but the Prime bottle completely ripped. This is way closer than I thought it was going to be. Now time for the biggest drop of them all. 20 feet. We have our winner by knockout, Prime! I can't believe nobody noticed. I was able to fake my way into getting service at a restaurant wearing no shirt and no shoes. Bruh. So today, I'm gonna see if I can get service
With no pants.
Yup, you heard me right.
Bruh.
The plan was simple. I reached out to a professional body paint artist, and she gave me specific instructions to pull this off. After hours of being a professional mannequin and $30,000 later, it really looked like I was wearing pants. Let's see if this works. So far, so good. I ate at the restaurant and nobody noticed that my pants were painted on. It actually worked and I had no problem. I'm about to break a world record. This is 1 basketball, and this is 10. The 10 ball 30 pointer. This was my first attempt. The balls weigh over 50 pounds and stand at over 8 feet tall. There's no way I could give up on this challenge. I was prepared to be here all day, all night, however long it would take. The one thing I knew is that I was going to be a world record holder. I don't care if I'm 80 by the time I'm done here. This was my 20th attempt. I kept trying and trying and trying, and on my last shot, if I make this, everyone has to subscribe.
Oh! No, that has to count!
I'm the first YouTuber to get their own official drink at Starbucks. The other day I ordered at Starbucks and they told me that this was my 10,000th drink order, which puts me in their top 100 customers in the world.
Perfect!
I've tried every syrup, every type of milk, every topping. I even call myself the Starbucks King. And I have confidence that this is the best drink ever. So I emailed Starbucks to see if they would give me my own drink on the menu. And after waiting what felt like forever, I got an email and it read,
Dear Topper, we would love to give you your own drink at Starbucks, but you must have 20 million subscribers first.
subscribe!
Where is it? Where is it? Is that where you roll? No, I don't feel anything! Oh! Oh! You have it? Wait, did I get it all? Oh my god, it's heavy, yo, it's getting heavy! It's really heavy! Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, I'm going for it. See you later, come. Okay. I can't feel anything. Let it go. Wait. Oh my god. You feel it? Yes, I have it. Okay. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, that's it. Oh god. Alright, Joe. Okay, I'm ready. Joe, you ready? I'm ready. Alright, go. Am I getting it? Did it work? I got it.
I found these ridiculous coupons online and wanted to put them to the test starting at Starbucks. I have a coupon that says if I give you a Croc, I get 2 free Starbucks drinks. Is that true?
I have never seen that coupon.
You've never seen it?
That's a dirty Croc too.
It's dirty? This coupon could have actually worked if the Crocs were brand new. Time to move on to our next store, Dunkin' Donuts.
I have a coupon that says if I give you guys a free tire, then I get a free donut.
He had to show the coupon to the entire team. And it was totally valid. Now it's time for our final coupon, McDonald's. I have a coupon that says if I give you a potato, I get french fries. After the manager reviewed it, it totally worked. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you set off every single alarm in the Apple Store? Well, today we're gonna find out. I started by playing it cool and gaining their trust, but this was taking forever. So I had my friend Steven distract them while I went to every single device in the Apple Store and set the alarms for all the exact same time. I was becoming very nervous, so I had to do something calming. It was now showtime. The alarms are about to go off. The alarms were going off in 3, 2, 1. People in the store had no idea what was going on, and the employees were so confused. And that's when I got caught. Today I am going to send Mr. Beast the first ever Mr. Beast chocolate bar fountain. But first, I've got to make one. So I went to the store and bought every single Mr. Beast bar I could find. I started by melting all the Beast chocolate down, and once they were all melted, it was time to pour it into the fountain.
It's working!
And now that the chocolate fountain is complete, I decided to make some treats for Mr. Beast. I made some chocolate covered strawberries, apples, more strawberries. Jimmy, I hope you enjoy these. Once they were all covered in chocolate, I had to put them in the freezer so they would all cool down. And after waiting what felt like forever, it's now time to send Mr. Beast the first ever Mr. Beast bar chocolate fountain covered fruit. I hope he appreciates this. I just took the biggest risk of my life. This year I got a Coachella ticket, but didn't have a place to stay. So my plan, just like I've done successfully before, I'll be asking millionaires at Coachella if I can stay with them. Hi, can I stay with you just for Coachella? No. This was brutal because it was so hot outside. No. I was now wondering once again if the word yes even still existed.
No, absolutely not.
Until this house.
Can I stay with you for Coachella weekend?
Is that a yes?
I think so.
Voldemort's house was actually very nice, and there was lots of fun activities to do. It had a basketball court, a golf course, it even had a pool. Shout out Voldemort, because this was the best weekend ever. This was so weird. This is called a miracle berry, and when consumed, it temporarily changes your taste buds so that sour tastes sweet. So today we're trying it out with the least sour to the most sour foods in the world. After taking this miracle berry, these candies should turn out sweet. Up first, we have the green apple. No way! This tastes like straight sugar. Food number 2, the lime. This tastes so sweet, it's still working! Food number 3, extreme sour warheads. I got this. It literally tastes like candy. And now for our last food item, the most sour of them all. Toxic waste. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you walked up to a millionaire's mansion and asked them to swim in their pool? I'm asking millionaires if I can swim in their pool.
I'm not a millionaire, I'm a billionaire.
This house won't work. After countless attempts, can I swim in your pool?
No. No. Heck no.
I was starting to question if the word yes still existed. Can I please swim in your pool? No. Even at the drive-thru. No. To make things even worse, it started pouring rain. I almost gave up until this house. Excuse me, wait, Jack? Topper? Can I swim in your pool?
I guess.
This is Jack, a 19-year-old who lives in a $10 million mansion in the Hollywood Hills. He even has a purple Lamborghini in his garage. After touring the house, I finally got to get into a millionaire's pool, and my mission was complete. Mr. Beast scammed me. Yesterday, I ordered a Mr. Beast burger like I do every day. But this time, I noticed something was off. There was only one pickle on my burger. There's no way this could be right. The menu clearly says pickles with an S, meaning more than one pickle. Mr. Beast was running a scam. Jimmy is better than that. It had to have been a mistake. So I ordered another burger, and I couldn't believe my eyes. One pickle again! Since this is clearly a scam, I was left with one option: to sue Mr. Beast. So I began writing a formal letter to Jimmy. I then flew the letter over to Jimmy and awaited my reply. Weeks were passing and I hadn't received anything yet. I decided it was time to confront Mr. Beast face to face. So I FaceTimed him, and all he did was tell me it was a simple prank. How long does it take to bake cookies in a hot car? Today it is blistering hot and over 100 degrees outside. So I knew I had to test this out. Now we just sit in the car and wait. How much longer? It's barely been an hour and the cookies look like this and I look like this. They're not even done cooking. What do we do to make the car hotter?
I have an idea.
This isn't gonna work! After another 2 hours went by, the temperature in my car was only rising. And then it hit me. I don't even have to be in the car to see them cook. I was so hot that I started to hallucinate.
Subscribe to Topper Guild.
5 hours had now gone by, and it was time to check on the cookies.
All right, let's see how these look. Oh my gosh, they're actually super cooked.
Mission accomplished. There's no way this is true. Why does every toothpaste commercial say
#1 brand recommended by dentists?
there's a million dentist recommended toothpaste? How can we trust them? Today my goal is simple: to walk into every single dentist office I can find and find out which is truly the most dentist recommended toothpaste.
Sensodyne, okay.
This was going pretty well so far. I went dentist to dentist to dentist and received different responses.
What toothpaste do I get?
After hours of traveling, I ran out of dentists in Los Angeles. So of course, I took to the streets to get some more data. I asked people in the toothpaste sections of stores.
Hi, what type of toothpaste do you recommend?
I use Sensodyne.
And even found a guy whose brother was a dentist.
Colgate?
Yeah. Perfect, thank you so much. And finally got the answer that Crest was the most dentist recommended. This was the worst celebration ever. The other day, I decided to throw myself a 16 million subscriber party. I started by making these invitations and mailing them out to all my friends. And then I went to the store to get all my favorite decorations for the party. This was gonna be lit. I needed everything to be perfect. Once I purchased all the decorations, I rented out the largest mansion I could find for my epic party. And then I started setting up. Everything was coming together so nicely. Now it was just time to wait for all my friends to show up and join the party. They had to be here any second. 3 hours went by and I was starting to rethink if anyone actually likes me. And I was starting to feel hopeless until my best friend showed up.
Hey, what's up, loser?
And that's why she said yes. This is Annie, and I've been talking to her for a couple of months now and decided today was the day I was going to ask her the big question. People make it their mission to take the craziest photos on Splash Mountain, and today I was going to become one of those people. I planned this for weeks in advance with my friends, and even practiced at home to get the timing right. The day came where me and my friends were going to make this a day she would never forget. I had the surprise in my backpack all day, and Annie had no idea what was about to happen. We had Annie sit in the front, so there is no way that she could possibly see what we were doing behind her. The time came for the big drop. We had everything set, and I was hoping that the wind and water didn't ruin my surprise. I rushed her to view the photo before it went off the screen, and I asked, "Will you be my girlfriend?" She was completely shocked, and I just got banned from Disneyland. Let me explain. As you guys know, I am trying to reach 20 million subscribers, and I have tried some absolutely crazy things to do so. Disneyland's maximum capacity is 5 million people, and strange enough, that's how many subscribers I am away from 20 million. So I knew what I had to do. I went to Disneyland with all my friends, and we all wore shirts telling people to subscribe to Topper Guild. But that wasn't working, so I tried to get more attention by yelling, "Subscribe to Topper Guild!" But the subscriber growth was still too slow. I was starting to give up, but then it hit me. I put subscribe to Topper Guild where everybody at Disneyland could see it. It was working. I was gaining thousands of subscribers a minute until this happened. They kicked me out, and Mr. Beast sent me this mystery box. The other day, my doorbell rang, and I opened the door to find this mysterious safe sitting outside my house. Clearly sent from Mr. Beast himself. What could be inside? I needed to find out. I tried throwing the safe, hammering the safe, using a drill to try and get it open, but still no luck. I will stop at nothing to find out. When all of a sudden, the doorbell rang, and this time there was a key outside my house, with a note attached to it that read,
Sorry, forgot to give you the key. Signed, Mr. Beast.
but the key was bent. What am I? Oh. There's another one. So I used the key and opened it. At first, there was nothing interesting inside, but then I came across these notes. Here are the pickles, because I was a few pickles short on my last Mr. Beast burgers. And the second note read, call me. I called Mr. Beast, and he just told me how cool he thought I was. This is the best day of the year.
Customers can visit their favorite 7-Eleven and come with their own cup to receive any Slurpee for just $1.99.
Slurpees are my favorite thing in the entire world. So I knew what I had to do. Buy the biggest cup I could possibly find and go to 7-Eleven to get my lifetime supply of Slurpees. As soon as we got into the store, the employee came up to us and said,
No question. Is it gonna leak on my floor?
No, it's not gonna leak, I promise.
it was time to get filled. This was so crazy that even the 7-Eleven employees were taking pictures of us. Filling the bathtub was taking a while, but luckily some random people decided to help us. And after filling it up for literally over an hour, it was time to pay.
How much is it?
$2.18.
$2.18. Perfect.
So I carried the tub, loaded it into the truck, and brought it home for all my friends to enjoy. This is Disneyland.
And this is Universal.
The two most famous and popular amusement parks in the world. And today my goal is simple, to start some beef.
I heard that Universal's better than Disneyland. Do you guys think that's true? They can try as hard as they want. They're never gonna beat us.
The beef has begun.
I heard that Universal makes better drinks than Disneyland. Is that true?
No, we make the best.
Disneyland had some words to say about Universal, and their confidence was peaking. This is gonna be hard to compete with. Universal wasn't happy about that.
I don't care. I think we are better.
So Universal's better.
Absolutely.
They had their own opinions on Disneyland.
Drink-wise, honestly, Universal actually has some really good drinks.
Yeah?
I would also say they're more decently priced than Disney.
This has gone way past the small beef I was trying to start.
Disneyland says that they're way better than Universal. Is that true?
Never.
Do you guys think that's true?
What have I done? Which park do you think is better? The world record for the longest kiss is 58 hours, and today we're gonna break that. Since I finally have a girlfriend, I was ready to take on this challenge and become the next world record holder. Everything was going perfect until we got hungry. It then became very obvious there was no way to drive and go get food like this. So we had our friend give us a ride. It was a little awkward, but we managed to get through it. We got to the restaurant and then ordered, but then we faced our next obstacle. How can we eat? So we just got a milkshake instead. So after this, we decided to go to the mall and do some shopping. And everybody and they mama was staring at us. And after walking around for what felt like forever, I got a call from my friends. They really wanted to go ice skating, and my girlfriend wasn't too happy about that. So I promised her I would get her some flowers after. Which probably wasn't the best idea. This was a dumb idea. Today my goal is simple. To break the law and get arrested. Why? Because the other day I saw the most beautiful girl to walk this earth and she was a police officer. Obviously I asked for her number.
It's 911.
But there's no way I was gonna give up just yet. And that's when I realized the only way she was gonna give me the time of day was if I got arrested. I waited for her to check me out and jaywalked over to her.
I just jaywalked. Time to arrest me.
Honey, I don't arrest for jaywalking. But, here's a ticket.
It was time to step up my game even more. It's illegal to park within 10 feet of a fire hydrant. So I made my next move.
No, looks like you still have space.
Are you serious? I have to figure this out. So as I was drinking water, I purposely littered. Yes, it's totally working.
I'm gonna need some backup.
Backup?
Hey, what are you doing? No, I picked it up.
And that is why today I got amazing news.
Chipotle is now giving golden burritos from their secret menu if you have a Chipotle burrito tattoo.
And this got me thinking. I've been able to fake my way into getting a free Subway for Life card and a $10,000 golden burger. So this should be a piece of cake. The plan was simple. I reached out to a professional body paint artist, explained to her exactly what I wanted, and paid her $10,000 for this realistic burrito tattoo. Then I found the nearest Chipotle and it was time for the test. I waited nervously in line until it was my turn and asked,
I heard that if I have a Chipotle burrito tattoo like this one right here, I get a golden burrito. Is that true?
I was terrified while I was waiting. She was bringing out the manager to see if this was true. They then went to the back and came out with a special golden bag. And no way! It's a golden burrito!
What happens when you bring a horse to a dog groomer? Hi there. I want to get my dog groomed.
They brought out the entire team and even the manager to debate this request.
It's because I don't think they're certified.
But as I suspected, they rejected me. Pony was so crushed after being rejected that she wouldn't even have her favorite drink from Starbucks. So we went to the next pet groomer. And after another debate,
Also not here.
Pony was defeated. We galloped confidently to our next groomer, the most fancy pet spa in LA, called Groom, Dog Care with Love. So I walked up and asked,
I'm looking to get my dog groomed.
What's the name?
This is Tulip. She's a big girl.
Okay, let me get the groomer.
it's time for the moment of truth.
So would you be open to grooming Tulip?
Yeah, first.
Really?
It actually worked! Pony loved her bath, her haircut, and even her new French braid with the bow. This happens every time. My shoes always get creased, and it's impossible to uncrease them. It was time to say goodbye to my old creased shoes, and time to buy some brand new ones. My goal? Survive a whole day without creasing my shoes. I started off by putting a ton of socks on to better fill out the shoes. I couldn't walk like a normal person, so I had to do the duck walk. Then came my first major obstacle, the escalator. Once I safely made it up, my legs were hurting, so I had the idea to call my strongest friend and have him carry me around. But apparently he was not as strong as I thought. I tried everything I could to not crease my shoes, besides my final move, the roly-poly. It was working! I survived the whole day without creasing my shoes. But I had not anticipated my sleepwalking. How could I have been so dumb? I guess my sleepwalking explains why I'm so jacked. I then woke up overcome with joy to see my beautiful...
I failed.
Is it possible to draw a dotted circle? I doubt it, but I'm not gonna stop until my dotted circle looks like this. My first attempt looked like this.
An eggplant.
Just like it's impossible to draw a dotted circle, it's impossible to like and subscribe at the same time. After trying every way I could think of to draw a perfect dotted circle, and I mean literally every way, it still wasn't looking good. So I did my research and saw
It's all in the pressure.
I had to apply the perfect amount of pressure and rotate my arm like a clock. This was actually so close. Before I mastered my dotted circle, I had to challenge my friends. So I showed them the technique, and we got to work. Brandon tried. Tori tried. Joe tried.
What is that? That looks like the dirty bubble.
Shutters was so close. But finally, I won! I can't believe this happened to me. The other day, I was at the park when I saw the cutest squirrel, and I needed to take a photo of it. As I reached for my phone, it fell out of my pocket right through the storm drain. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was crushed, but then realized I had to get my phone out of the drain. So I had to use my resources, my gum and my shoelace. As I tried to get the phone, the gum wasn't sticky enough, and the shoelace wasn't sturdy enough, so I needed to find some stronger support. Attempt number 2, the stick. stick. After carefully lowering the now more so chewed gum, the stick wasn't long enough. So now for my final attempt. Finding a $5,000 magnet off the internet in hopes of getting my phone back. After I met up with the guy and got the magnet, I lowered it down and...
I got it!
It was totally working!
Oh, let's go!
I did it! But then realized that the magnet completely wiped the phone and it doesn't work anymore. Bruh. I'm gonna take this notebook into a 5-star celebrity restaurant and act like a food critic to see if they treat me any differently. They sat me down immediately and had water waiting for me. Right away, I took out the notebook for the waiter to see and started my critiquing process.
Bruh.
I think it was working because I was getting pointed out by their staff. I then placed my order.
May I please do the chicken Milanese?
And
They brought out the food so fast.
it has to be because of the notebook. I have never tasted anything this delicious before in my entire life. Does it always taste like this? Or is it because I have the notebook?
I think I see the manager talking to the chef.
I started taking detailed notes and was about to ask for the check until the manager walked up to me and said this.
We have a surprise for you.
You have a surprise for me?
Our famous lobster golden pizza.
I couldn't believe my eyes. And then they sent out every single dessert on the menu. After this incredible meal, the waiter dropped off the check and it was completely free.